Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Animal Revolt Battle Simulator, and welcome to another ARBS weekend. If you guys remember last weekend, we had 3 ARBS videos, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We had the same thing this weekend somehow. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Evolved Godzilla and Scar King. They're on the same team today. Why? I'll tell you in a minute. We got the tag team tournament today. We got 2 Kaiju on each team. Some of them make more sense than others. For example, you know, Evolved Godzilla and Scar King normally wouldn't be on the same team, but they were in the same movie, so we're putting them together. Back here, we've got Mech Godzilla and Kiryu. This makes more sense, you know, they're both Mech Godzillas. We've got the team of Godzilla and Kong over here, obviously from the Godzilla x Kong movie. Thermo Godzilla and Mothra, obviously, makes sense that they'd be on a team. Monster X and Kaiser Ghidorah, pretty much the same person, so they're on a team. Over here, doesn't make much sense, but listen, they're like in-game villains, so it makes sense to me. We got Destroyer, and we got Supernova. We got Space Godzilla. Right behind them, we've got 2 that were in the same movie. We got Godzilla 2014, and we have Muto, female Muto. Behind them, we've got the Final Wars squad, which should put up a good fight. We got Final Wars Gigan and Final Wars Godzilla. Back here, we got 2 of the greatest atomic breaths of all time. We've got Shin Godzilla going with his teammate Godzilla -1, and then to finish things off, this is gonna be a hard team to beat. We got Shimo and Ghidorah. They weren't like in the same movie or anything, but it was always said that Shimo kind of, you know, froze Ghidorah. Doesn't really matter, I just wanted to put them on a team. So out of all the teams that you just saw, let me know which team you think is gonna win in our very first tag team tournament. And let me know in the comments, what other teams would you guys like to see maybe in the next tournament? For right now, let's go ahead and get this thing started and mix up the pattern here. Who is going up against who? Who is not gonna be fighting in the first round? We're gonna stop right here. Godzilla and Kong actually don't have to fight, and -1 and Shin don't have to fight. But for our first fight of the tournament, we got Evolved Godzilla and Scar King versus Ghidorah and Shimo. All right, guys, let's get our first ever tag team tournament started with this battle right here. Shimo and Ghidorah versus Evolved Godzilla and Shimo. I'm not gonna turn on HP until I think we need it. Like, if I want to see, like, what the HP is on a certain animal, certain Kaiju, whatever, we'll check. But for right now, I kind of just want to see the battles go on. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought Shimo was dead. I had to turn on the HP. Or not Shimo, Scar King. Scar King is fine in the background. Going up against Ghidorah. You can see them back there. Meanwhile, Evolved Godzilla just let Shimo get off her best move. But look at my boy Godzilla. Out here hitting one of his best moves. And he goes down. Ladies, where did Shimo just go? All right, in the meantime, wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, it gets hectic in a hurry. Shimo did end up dying from fall damage, but Evolved Godzilla lost to Shimo. Ghidorah defeated Scar King. I don't even know where Scar King just went. But Ghidorah was the last one remaining. Shout out to the Ghidorah squad. All right, now this is going to be a double elimination tournament here, but for the first battle, Ghidorah and Shimo send Evolved Godzilla down to the losers bracket. Next up, we got Mothra and Thermo versus Des and Space. And let me go ahead and remind you guys that this is the new Space Godzilla, so he's going to have moves like that. I don't really think the team of Thermo and Mothra are going to do much, especially in this fight. Maybe they do some things in the losers bracket, but I'm gonna go ahead and say they're gonna be in the losers bracket. You never know, all right? I could be totally wrong, but with the moves that Space Godzilla has, and with the health that... Wait a minute. Oh, hold up. Space Godzilla losing right now. Wait an entire moment. Okay, maybe I just didn't know what I was talking about. Maybe Space Godzilla and Destroyer... Mothra just did 6,000 damage to Destroyer. Excuse me? I think so. Okay, Space Godzilla did defeat Thermo Godzilla, but now it's a 1v1, and it's gonna be Space versus Mothra. Bro, Space Godzilla better start using these things at the bottom. It's over with. Mothra just beat Space Godzilla. What? Already with the surprising battles in the tournament. Who thought they were going to the next round? I did not think Mothra and Thermo were going to go very far, but they're staying in the winner's bracket for now. Let's go ahead and continue up here. We got Godzilla and Kong, and we got Ghidorah and Shimo again. They had to play to get in. I mean, I guessed wrong in the last fight, but if I had to guess again, I'm going to say Shimo and Ghidorah are going to pretty much absolutely obliterate. You never know, seeing that, you know, what we just saw, but... What I'm seeing right now is that, oh my goodness. Oh my Godzilla. Look at this, 8,000 almost. Combo move, and now they're both after, oh my gosh. They're both after Kong. This man is about to get cooked. Look at this. The gravity beams along with Shimo's best move. Come on now. I mean, what is my boy Kong supposed to do right now? He is getting launched in midair. And he lost. I mean, at least we wait until Kong comes back down. You know what I'm saying? We at least give him that respect. All right, that was kind of disrespectful. Off to the next one. Yep, that definitely was not a fight. Ghidorah, Shimo, keep moving. Monster X and Kaiser Ghidorah versus the Final Wars, which is actually hilarious. How did we end up with this battle? They're literally all from the same movie, are they not? I'm pretty sure. Because in the movie Godzilla Final Wars, Monster X comes down and then Final Wars Godzilla and Gigan, they fight Monster X, right? I could be remembering that wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went. And then eventually Kaiser Ghidorah. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying if you've seen the movie. I thought Monster X already lost. Wait, did he just hit Kaiser Ghidorah? Oh, yeah. Well, duh, he did. Kaiser Ghidorah goes down, and now these two have to fend off against one man, Monster X. Can Monster X come back and lead his team to victory, or will the other Final War squad get the dub? I'm gonna go ahead and say that this Final War squad is, oh! He's kind of chopping up his boy. Monster X did the right thing there and threw him into Gigan while he was using his special move. Oh my, yo, Monster X over here throwing hands, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, like I said, I know I probably didn't use, I definitely didn't use all the Kaiju. So let me know any other Kaiju that you'd like to see this tournament ran back with different teams. Let me know teams in the comments. Maybe we do another one soon. Because for right now, I'm already having fun, and we're not even halfway through. Gigan and Godzilla take the dub. The Final Wars battle was insane. We got Godzilla 2014 and Muto versus the Mecha Squad. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was going to give Godzilla 2014 Muto Prime. I know they're not in the same movie, but, like, you know, they're not in the same movie. Mecha Godzilla and Kiryu. I thought female Muto was already dead. My thing with female Muto, I have never even used her. I don't know how strong she is. Right now, it's looking like Godzilla could handle things by himself. You got to remember, this version of Godzilla does have that atomic pulse that turns him blue, which I don't know if he'll use, but he's gonna need to use it if he wants to win. Currently, female Muto goes down, but if Godzilla uses that move, it could hit on both of them. Oh, and Kiryu with the, oh my goodness, that's gonna probably cause fall damage to Godzilla. Yep, it definitely is. Unless, oh, the tag team combo went crazy. My boy caught him, and here we go. Will he get it off? Or will he be carried around by Kiryu? Kiryu stopped the progression of the atomic pulse, but he started back up again. All he's got to do is get it off one time here. Oh my goodness. Look at the HP. He only has to hit Kiryu one more time. Whoever hits who first. Oh my god. Okay, this is already one of my favorite tournaments. My boy, supercharged Godzilla. Look at the HP. Somehow he got the victory. My goodness. Muto helped none, by the way. Absolutely none. But they still move on. Mothra and Thermo now have to fight -1 and Shin. I feel like this could be a good battle, although this team apparently is just absolutely savage. I say it could be a good battle, though, because Shin Godzilla has those back beams, and they're both just going to jump Thermo immediately. Oh, Mothra said, hey, you ain't jumping nobody. Come over here. Oh, wait a minute. That could blow up on Thermo. Oh, he missed it. -1 missed his best move, and now Mothra is landing her best move. Let's see how much damage this does to Shin Godzilla. 2100, and like I said, the back beams, but Mothra did the smart thing and kind of flew away. But now she's flying right back into the back beams. Girl, what are you doing? Oh, my. Where's -1? Okay, -1 is over there. But that is going to leave Shin Godzilla by himself for a minute to fight Thermonuclear Godzilla and Mothra, which his atomic pulse just did nothing. Or thermo pulse, rather. Did not do anything. Bro, -1. You're going to need to hit that atomic breath, big fella. I'm going to need it right now. If you don't hit it, it's over with. This team of Mothra and Thermo are nothing to mess with, bro. Look at Mothra's HP up there. Still doing very well. Meanwhile, Shin Godzilla just went down in the background. Okay, here we go. -1 has to land this atomic breath all the way. Did not. I don't even. Way up there. He did not land it. And the team of Thermonuclear Godzilla and Mothra are going on and are currently 2-0. Look at her HP. Mothra, absolutely beautiful in today's tournament. All right, they move on once again from the play-in round to all the way over here now. All right, let's hop over to the losers bracket. We got -1 in Shin again versus Evo and Scar. By the way, I totally could have given, Evolved Godzilla Shimo or something like that, but I didn't want him to be too overpowered. I mean, look at him. He's over here already tossing Shin Godzilla across the map, smacking up Godzilla -1. Bro, Godzilla -1 has not landed his full atomic breath one time. Meanwhile, look behind him. We got Evolved Godzilla, with the uppercut. And then we got Shin Godzilla just roaring in the background, just letting his teammate get absolutely worked over here. Okay, Scar King, we see you. I mean, at least trying to do a little bit of damage, I guess. Here comes the atomic breath from Evolved Godzilla, pushing both of them back. The tail whip. What was that tail whip? That was garbage. That was buns, son. All Godzilla has to do, though, is hit that one, that evolved pulse move that I've never... Okay, well, here we go, ladies and... Wait, that's not it. That move works just as well, honestly. Let's see how much damage that does. About 2,700. Ooh, he's lit up. All right, he's going back down. He's lighting back up. It doesn't really matter. Shin Godzilla is not about to defeat Evolved Godzilla, and he's definitely not going to beat the team of Scar King and Evolved Godzilla. Scar King might finish things off here. Evolved Godzilla said, hey, yo, you go ahead and take this over, big fella. Okay, he said, well, I'll get the last one. Ladies and gentlemen, Evolved finally moves on. That's the team I thought was going to, actually be doing really good because of Evolved Godzilla, but at least they won. Godzilla and Kong versus Destroyer and Space Godzilla. Hey, I mean, this is somewhat of a fight we actually could see in the future of MonsterVerse movies. We could see Space Godzilla, we could see Destroyer. Probably not this version of Godzilla anymore, and hopefully a little stronger version of Kong, but... Because if not, I don't see a way they are going to beat Space Godzilla or Destroyer. Anyways, let's go ahead and get things started with a suplex. No damage, by the way. No damage suplex there. Meanwhile, let's peep the background. We got Destroyer and Godzilla going at it. Space Godzilla with the beam to Kong, who is now roaring and getting levitated in the sky. Oh, no. Not good news for Kong. And look at them both roaring, bro. The team of Space Godzilla and Destroyer, if they work together better than what they just did in the first round, they could be very hard to beat. And just like that, with one more hit, they are moving on to the next round in the losers bracket. And look at the HPs. Barely any damage was done there. So goodbye to Godzilla and Kong. They are not in the tournament anymore. Let's, who should we? I think we go with this one right now. Mecha G and Kiryu versus Evolved Godzilla and Scar King. All right, let's see how the team of Mechanical Beast and the team of Beast go. Which team do you think is going to win? If Evolved Godzilla would just hit his atomic pulse thing one time right here, they would have already won. That move does a ridiculous amount of damage, but he's just not using it. We have not seen... Oh! What the... Well, I was going to say, we have not seen Evolved Godzilla hit that move one time. Still haven't seen it. I would like to see it. Mecha Godzilla is pretty injured in the background, but so is Scar King. And Scar King just went down by a proton beam, proton scream from Mecha Godzilla, and here we go. It's probably going to end up a 1v1 Evolved Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla. And here we go with Mecha Godzilla roaring in the background. He's cooked. Not yet. I mean, he's still here, but he's going to take fall damage. Let's see how much that's going to be. It was enough to send Evolved Godzilla and, well, Scar King to the next round. All right, congrats to them. They move on and survive. Monster X and Kaiser versus Destined. Okay, this is nice. Now, if this isn't a villain battle of the villain battles, I don't know what is. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If Space Godzilla would just hit that one move. Oh, hold up. I don't know how much damage that's doing right now. I thought Destroyer was already cooked. He's not. Throwing in the beams to both of them, getting them a little bit of separation between Space Godzilla and them. Kaiser Ghidorah's already almost cooked. Let's see who he throws these at. All of them at Monster X, which I guess it's a good move. And now he's hitting this move. Oh my goodness. See, that's what I'm talking about. If Space Godzilla just uses those moves, it's pretty much wrapped up. Both of them roaring at Kaiser Ghidorah now, and ladies and gentlemen, I can already tell you, they are going to be... Oh my goodness, bro. The tag team tournament has easily become one of my favorites so far. And with that, Destroyer and Space Godzilla move on. Now we get to go back up to the winner's bracket here. Ghidorah and Shimo versus Final Wars Gigan and Godzilla. Now, I'm gonna say it, Shimo, one of the strongest monsters in our game currently. I had to put her up. I didn't want to put her up against or with someone like super strong. Ghidorah is very strong, like don't get it twisted, but there are stronger that I could have put her with. I guess I could have put her with Scar King. Maybe that would have been a little better, but whatever. We're already going with the battle. Okay. I mean, they were just jumping Shimo pretty well back there. But now Shimo is letting off her best move, and there's going to be ice crystals falling from the sky, doing a massive amount of damage. But the good news is Final Wars Godzilla got out of the area. So if they just jump Ghidorah right here and get rid of Ghidorah, they will have a very good chance against Shimo. We'll see. Okay, they are doing very good, and Shimo is so slow in the background that she's basically just letting them win. There you go. Ghidorah goes down, and now it is Final Wars Gigan and Final Wars Godzilla against a half-health Shimo. Oh my! It might not matter, guys. They both have, if they both get hit one singular time, with like any decent move, it's over with. Like that right there. There goes Gigan. And there goes Final Wars Godzilla. Bro, Shimo is so overpowered. I mean, I guess you could have guessed it, but Ghidorah and Shimo move on again. G14 and Muto versus Mothra and Thermo. Let's get it started, ladies and gentlemen. We got Supercharged versus Thermo over here. And Thermo's Atomic Pulse is not better than G14's, at least obviously in this game. I don't think G14... Did G14 do a pulse? Maybe he did one time. I don't really remember. Been a minute. But I do know that in this game, G14's pulse is a ton better. Pfft, Mothra just swooped away. Is he... Bro, she's already cooked. Mothra already destroyed female Muto. And it's going to once again be all up to G14. Can a G14 land the Atomic Pulse? If he can, there's a very good chance. If he cannot, he has zero chance. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right now. Like, look at Mothra just peppering from the sky while Thermo holds him down. I mean, oh, hold up, here we go. Can he get this move off? They're both right here. I think he just did it. Oh, bro, I tell you what, this Godzilla, I mean, is he overpowered? Yes, but at the same time, so are that team right there. But with that move, just destroyed the team of Thermo and Mothra. Bro, I am so surprised with this fella. Like, we knew G14 was a savage, let's be real, but I didn't know he would be able to handle all this by himself, and it's basically all by himself. Now in the loser's bracket, Final Wars Gigan. Actually, let's do this one since they're both there. Mothra and Thermo versus Destined Space. We got a little good guys and gals versus the villains. A little heroes versus the villains, ladies and gentlemen. Who takes the dub? Mothra, bro, I don't know what that move is from Mothra, but it does some great damage. What the Thermo Godzilla? What was that? Out here shooting the atomic breath just everywhere. Up, scooping up Destroyer. She said, hey, come with me real quick, big fella. The bad thing about that is that Destroyer can fly. So like, I don't think, wait, he is gonna take fall damage from that. Pretty decent amount as well. Thermo is still alive. Mothra still alive. Everyone, uh-oh. Speaking of still alive, Thermo is not, and Space Godzilla is now after Mothra in full force. Boom, that's gonna do 500 damage. Now let's see if Space Godzilla can grab Mothra. If he can, oh yeah, it's gonna be over here. Ladies and gentlemen, the team of the villains are gonna be going on to the next round. They caught Mothra, didn't let her fly anymore, and there we go. Our heroes go down. And unfortunately for whoever picked them, they are obliterated from the tournament. Destined Space, though, I'm sure somebody picked them. They're still in. Evolved Godzilla and Scar King versus Final Wars. Could be a good battle, but also could be a very quick battle with one move from Evolved Godzilla that we have not... Have we seen that move yet? I don't think we've seen Evolved Godzilla hit the pulse move. I think he's saving it for if he actually needs it. I mean, technically he actually needed it. He has lost a battle, so like, dang. You just obliterated Final Wars Gigan. I think he's still alive in the background, but now they just get to jump Final Wars Godzilla. Scar King's doing the only work, though, bro. Godzilla, quit roaring. Help your teammate. All right, Scar King, they don't switch people. They're on to Final Wars Gigan. And now they're playing tennis with Godzilla. Goodness gracious. Uh-oh. Here comes the atomic breath. The best atomic breath that he has on both of them, too. 3,000 damage, tail whip. Uh-oh. Will Evolved win, or will the Final Wars squad go to the next round? It's gonna be up to that. Well, Evolved Godzilla wins. It's really him just carrying the squad, just like G14. I would love to see them fight, but I don't know if it's possible because they keep winning. So we'll see. Evolved Godzilla to the next round. I think we should just go ahead and do this. Evolved Godzilla and Scar versus Destroyer and Space Godzilla. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday's video with, actually Friday's video with Space Godzilla, but he could not defeat Evolved Godzilla. I mean, it was over and over again. Was it Evolved? I think it was Evolved that just kept destroying Space Godzilla. I don't know. Could have been G14, though. One of the two, but now, okay. Space Godzilla getting a little payback. And now they're both jumping my boy Scar King. And smacking. Bro, Evolved Godzilla not doing good in this round. And now they're just both able to jump Scar King, combo move this man, and take him down. Can Evolved Godzilla win against the villain squad all by himself? Here we go. I told you guys he would be waiting to use his move until he actually felt like he needed it. And down goes Destroyer. It's a 1v1. Evolved versus Space Godzilla. And there's Space Godzilla's best move. It's going to be whoever lands the next move. Who's going to get it? It is going to be in a literal hair. A literal hair. Look at the HP. If Space Godzilla landed that fly move, they win. But he landed the atomic breath, and Evolved Godzilla flexing on him. It's still here somehow. That was probably the closest battle we'll ever have in tournament history. Now, almost to the end, we got Ghidorah and Shimo versus G14 and Muto. I mean, who would I want to see out of these two go up against Evolved Godzilla and, oh my gosh. It would be Shimo. It would be Shimo and Ghidorah, mainly just because of the strength factor. I mean, look what's going on right now. This is about to be a very quick exit for female Muto. But in his back pocket, Godzilla does know that he has that supercharged pulse thing. The atomic pulse. So he does have that in his bag. Will he use it? Will he get to use it? I have no idea. Right now, his teammate is about to get fried. There she goes. This would be the best time to use it, and the only time. And he's not going to get to use it. Unless it lands, we'll see. It did not land. I mean, he's supercharged, but it's not going to matter. Ladies and gentlemen, down goes the team of G14 and female Muto. Not yet, but yeah, he tried his best, but Shimo and Ghidorah, it's a strong squad out here. I mean, technically, you know, they still have another chance here. Evolved Godzilla and Scar King versus both of them. So they still could win again. I think I would rather see Evolved Godzilla win just because I think Evolved Godzilla would have a better chance against Shimo than anyone. But I don't know. Oh, look at Scar King. 7,000 damage on female Muto. Yo, Scar King just went insane. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need in the final battle. Female Muto is about to take some fall damage and oh, she's not done yet. She will be done very shortly, though. Here comes an uppercut from Evolved Godzilla. And one more tail whip, one more hit. Yep, there we go. Evolved Godzilla gets that victory. Now, Scar King versus 2014 Godzilla. Just powering through the atomic breath. I mean, it could come down who uses their pulse move. I mean, if either of their moves do very well, obviously, so... I don't see G14 being able to use it, though. I don't think he'll have enough time, to be honest with you. And here we go. Look, he tried to, bro. He tried to use it, but Evolved Godzilla used his best atomic breath. He almost got it off, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the finals are set. Evolved Godzilla and Scar King versus Ghidorah and Shimo. I mean, 3 of these individuals were in the last Godzilla movie that we seen, or at least Godzilla X Kong movie that we saw. Let's get it started. Now, Evolved Godzilla and Scar King will have to win twice for this video to continue. If Shimo and Ghidorah win, the tournament is over and, well, they win. Let's see what happens. Shimo, oh my goodness. Well, worst case scenario would have been for Scar King to just immediately get obliterated. And now, unless he lands this move, let's see. Evolved Godzilla with the Evolved Pulse takes down Shimo, and it's a 1v1. Ghidorah versus Evolved Godzilla. Here comes the gravity beams, though. That might win it for the squad. Oh, wait, the tail beam. The tail move didn't work. Evolved Godzilla finally goes down. And the savior of the tournament is going to be King Ghidorah. Shimo ended up going down too, but the winners of the tournament, let's go ahead and mark it, are going to be Ghidorah and Shimo. There is your champions, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know who you guys pick in the comments. Did you pick this squad? I personally would have picked Space and Destroya, but they lost. I wouldn't say early, but definitely midway through. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me know any other tag teams you guys would like to see. I love you. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.